All right, what's going on, everybody? So I tried to find a quiet place in this gym to do this intro, but there just isn't none. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay in this back room. Welcome to the channel if this is you guys' first time. We are starting a kettlebell workout series. I wanted to do a kettlebell workout series because I know a lot of you guys use kettlebells for one, and kettlebells are a great modality to use in your workouts that can get you great results, not just in the gym, but for those of you that like to work out at home as well, this could be a great option for you. So we're gonna go through a series of 5 kettlebell workouts that you guys can take and use, whether you work out at the gym or at home, that can give you guys great results. And this one, we're starting out with a full body workout. So we're gonna go through a nice full body workout for you guys. We'll hit every muscle group of our body in this one, so let's get into it.
All right, guys, so to warm up, we are going to start out with foam rolling. You guys are going to see each of the specific foam rolling stretches I want you guys to do for this pre-workout as you guys are watching now. I'm a big proponent of foam rolling for warming up because foam rolling helps to relieve a lot of the tension that may be in the fascia and tissue in your muscles, so we can be able to move with a better range of motion through our workout and also decrease the risk of injury and begin to fix any imbalances we may have due to, you know, certain areas and parts of your body that may be overactive and tight. So foam rolling is the best way to warm up to start really correcting some of those things and also get that fascia and tissue better so we can reduce our risk of injury before working out. So these are the foam roll stretches that I want you guys to do, and then we're going to jump into the workout once we're done. All right, after we get done foam rolling, we are now going to jump into the first part of this workout, which is going to be a nice superset, which is going to be a kettlebell goblet squat, and we're going to superset that with squat jumps. We're going to go 5 sets of 10 for each exercise. And the big thing when it comes to focusing on these squats, I want very slow descends on the kettlebell squat. So I want you guys to descend for about 3 seconds. Really work through the time under tension on these kettlebell goblet squats, making sure you're keeping your core nice and tight. We don't want to put too much pressure on the low back, so make sure your core is braced. Is going to make sure that we are really being able to keep pressure off the back, trying to get a nice deep squat too, a nice deep range of motion to really work through the quads, the glutes, and the hamstrings. It's going to be really good for overall leg engagement. Then right after that, we'll get to the explosive squat jumps. Want to make these as high and explosive as we can. Want to really burn the legs out and work on the strength and explosiveness on this superset. So 5 sets of 10 goblet squats and squat jumps. All right, next is going to be this kettlebell single leg RDL, and these single leg RDLs want to really target the posterior or the back part of the leg, which is going to be your hamstrings and glutes and a little bit of your calf with these. As the squats and squat jumps were more of a front loaded movement, want to really try to get the back activated with these single leg RDLs. These single leg RDLs, because you're going to be moving it in a unilateral plane of motion, meaning you're going to really only be isolating one leg as we're going down on these. You're going to really be able to activate and feel your hamstring a lot better, in my opinion. So I love the single leg RDL version with the kettlebell. Now, I understand some people may not be able to balance on one leg. So if you guys need, a little help, you can find something that you can put one hand on as you're going down to help you balance it out so you can perform it properly. That's just fine as well. But if you are, physically able to not use any assistance and just go down on that kettlebell with one leg, you're going to really feel the most of that. And we're going to go 5 sets of 10 on these kettlebell single leg RDLs to really isolate and develop the hamstrings and the glutes. All right, next we're going to get into the kettlebell swing. And what is a kettlebell workout without a kettlebell swing, right? We all love the kettlebell swing. It's a great full body movement that you can hit with a kettlebell, whether you're doing an all kettlebell workout or any workout for that matter. So we're all going to start with this kettlebell swing. The big thing, man, is making sure that we are not squatting too low on here. You want to keep it to where your hands, as you're bringing the kettlebell up, they are straight in front of you, and we're not squatting too far down, so you're just getting a nice hip hinge movement as it's swinging through you. You don't want to use too much momentum with your arms either. You want to keep the power as we're swinging through, driving through your legs and letting that momentum carry your arms up as you're swinging the kettlebell, keeping your core nice and tight on these. It's going to be great for developing hip hinge power and movement. So this makes a kettlebell swing an excellent exercise. So we'll go through 5 sets of 10 on these kettlebell swings as well, and then we'll move to the next exercise. All right, next we're going to have these kettlebell single arm rows. So we're going to be really targeting, the upper back and lats with this specific movement. We're going to go through 5 sets of 12 to 15 reps on here. And key things as we're doing these single arm rows, okay, is making sure we're not really rowing the kettlebell straight up to our chest. As you do it, you want to almost drag your elbow to your back pocket as you're bent down. This is going to help you really activate your lat and back a lot better, as if you were just rolling it straight up to your chest. So focus on that drag motion with your arm, dragging it right back to your back pocket and trying to squeeze, that back and lat together as you're bringing the kettlebell up. This is going to help you really activate that muscle a lot better and really help the development as well. So 5 sets of 10 on these kettlebell single arm rows, each arm, then we'll move to the next exercise. All right, next we're going to have another superset. So we're going to go with a kettlebell, just a straight floor press, and we're going to superset that with a push-up. And we're going to go 5 sets of 10 on the floor press until failure on the push-ups. Now, if you're somebody that's at a more beginner level, it's definitely okay for you to hit an incline push-up. The incline push-ups may be a little easier for you guys to do that don't have the strength level to do a regular push-up. And if you are more advanced, I would encourage you guys to hit either a regular flat push-up or a decline push-up as we work through these supersets. It's going to be great for targeting and just developing, the chest. We're going to also hit a little bit through your anterior shoulder and triceps. Working through both of these movements is what we really want to target. So those are going to be big things there. Key things on, especially the floor presses, just make sure you're keeping your core tight. Again, you're going to definitely make sure that as you're going up, focus on trying to squeeze your chest as you're bringing the kettlebell up. Again, activation is important, and make sure your mind to muscle connection will be huge. So as you're going up and pressing the kettlebells, try to give you a good squeeze and actually flex that chest up, as well as through the push-ups as well. It's going to give you great chest activation and great chest development. All right, next we have the kettlebell overhead press. So we're going to be really targeting the shoulder complex on these overhead presses. We're going to go 5 sets of 10 to 12 on here. Main thing, I just want you to really keep you guys' core tight, because as you're standing and your core may get a little tired, you want to make sure that it is always engaged. You also want to make sure too on these overhead presses, I want you guys to keep your elbows in a little bit on the press. I don't want your elbows too far wide on your shoulder presses. It could put a lot of stress and tension on that outer part of your shoulder, which I don't want to have you guys get injured or anything like that. So we'll keep the elbows in, just trying to press them straight up, keeping your core tight and exploding through the movement. It's going to be great for developing, the shoulder complex and the upper body. So 5 sets of 10 to 12 on the kettlebell overhead presses. Then we got one more exercise to finish this full body workout out. And the last thing, okay, to finish out, we're gonna hit the core a little bit. We're gonna go for some kettlebell marches, and we're gonna superset with mountain climbers. So on these marches, I want us to try to get at least 10 marches on each leg. So I want it to be like a 1, 1, 2, 2, all the way up to 10 on these marches, keeping the kettlebell nice and high and your core tight, and then going straight to the mountain climber. We're going to really target the core strength, core stability through these couple of movements. It's going to be great for activating the core, just to give ourselves a little core hit to finish out the workout nice and smoothly. So I'm going to go 5 sets here. I'm going to go 5 sets, 10 each leg on the overhead kettlebell marches, and then try to go for at least 30 seconds to as long as a minute on the mountain climbers to finish out.
All right, guys, that's going to be this full body workout, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that and used that. Leave all the feedback in the comments below as well. We'd love to see how you guys enjoyed this workout, how you guys felt doing the workout. And if you guys want more kettlebell workouts even after this series, leave those in the comments too, because I would love to be able to accommodate any of you guys' needs. So leave all that feedback in the comments. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification as well. Honor Your Temple is all about helping you guys maximize the one life and one body that you have. We only get one body in this lifetime. This channel is all about helping you maximize that from a physical standpoint and also from a spiritual standpoint, and enhancing your relationship with God. I believe your faith and fitness, if those two things are intact, every other area of your life can flourish as well. So as we get in shape mentally, physically, and spiritually on this channel, I want to help you guys reach whatever destination you have. So if you guys rock with that message and support with that, would love for you guys to become a part of this community by hitting the subscribe button. And again, thank you guys for tuning in this video, and I'll see you in the next one.